Alright, jumping right into these random battles because the replay viewer is down for Showdown, so I had to actually do the instant replay from the actual battle. So, first turn, Mana Buzz, King's gone late, I go for knockoff because why not? And do some pretty decent damage against Regice. Now, I am going to switch into Heatran after a U-turn, I think, actually. I think I want extra damage or something. And, you know, go for the Stealth Rocks and then the Toxic on the Typhlosion. He goes for, like, Hidden Power, I don't know, Grass, Ice, probably Grass. Because, I don't know, that would be a nice coverage move. That really does nothing. And his Jinx is going to put Mana Buzz to sleep, but Mana Buzz is going to wake up, go for the knockoff, and KO, because obviously the Jinx was holding something, so that's a thing. So right here I'm going to go for the U-turn. I don't know what Leafeon wants to do. I don't know if it wants to set up on me or anything. Could have gone for a Brave Bird, but I didn't want to take the extra damage. And I bring in Heatran, and he just goes ahead and roars me out as I break his sub with a Lava Plume. Then he goes for the return! Why does he go for the return on the Ghost type? I don't understand. What? I don't get it. Anyway, so that allows me to get a Trick Room for free, I might add, because he went for the return on a Ghost type. Gonna go for the Switcheroo. For some reason I'm apparently still slower. Not really sure how that works out, but went for the Switcheroo and then go for the Shadow Ball as he roars me out again. Don't know why he's wasting all these roars. It's not like he's taking residual damage like... You know, it's not like I'm taking residual damage like he is because of Stealth Rocks. So he goes for the Fake Out, obvious Scrappy King, he's gonna Scrappy it, but then he's gonna like forfeit when his ability turns to Mummy, which means that probably was his Mega, and because his ability turned to Mummy, he has nothing. So next match, Roserade Slurpuff lead, gonna get a crit, which probably helps with my survivability. I put up a Toxic Spikes. I honestly thought he might be afraid of a Sludge Bomb or something, so I did stay in, and then he has Thunderbolt. Kinda does a lot of damage to Braviary, but you know, I managed to survive and retaliate with the returning Brains and Gyarados, go for the Rock Slide. That was an easy kill for me. That was a Moxie Gyarados too, I'm sure, so, you know. But he does have a Perugly with a Fake Out, and then Quick Attack, because, you know, having 2 priority moves is pretty overpowered, right? I guess. So I'm going to bring in Roserade, and he has Return, so pure normal set probably on Showdown, chances are. So, yeah. Random battles give you the weirdest sets. Obviously, a pure normal Perugly is not the most ingenious set, but I guess it's whatever. So I do bring in Abomasnow after my Roserade goes down. Mega Evolve, Ice Shard. Really, the only thing that Abomasnow actually does this match is do a revenge kill, surprisingly. So I am going to bring in my little Dadine and go for the Volt Switch as he bulks up. And really does Poison Jab. Fortunately, Toxic brings him to the point where I think... Yeah, Toxic brings him to the point where I am going to be able to Earthquake and KO him. So, yay, I'm glad I got up to the second layer of Toxic Spikes. It actually ended up being kind of useful. So, yeah, Hail is going to stop... probably was expecting Hail plus Toxic to bring me into Defeatus range. Chances are, just keep going for the Earthquake. He goes for the Rapid Spin. That would have been a lot smarter to do a lot earlier. So, you know, a lot of his things didn't die. That was really a bad play on his part. So, I don't know. But even with Defeatus, Choice Band Earthquake still does a lot to Reshiram. So, if I didn't have Defeatus, I imagine that would have been an Oko. So, he did go for the Flame Charge, knowing that I'll be dead and he wants to speed up. But, you know, he misses the Blue Flare. That may have mattered a little bit. Chances are. But I don't really think he has anything to touch my like any moves to touch my Basculin, so it might not have mattered. So I do get the Paralysis on him. Go for the Waterfall, and Blue Flare did a lot, but, you know, Choice Band, Adaptability, Basculin is cool. So, here's the last battle. This one actually is going to be the longest out of all of them, because my opponent didn't end up quitting until the end. You didn't hear that, but... so first turn, I'm going to have a Girafarig and Jolteon lead. Yeah, he shows he has a Signal Beam. Obviously don't want to take too many of those. He is going to miss a Sleep Powder, which kind of may have mattered a little bit, because, you know, I do get a Stealth Rocks and a free Stone Edge off of that. And then he goes for the Scald. Fortunately, I don't get burned. Go for the Toxic. I do manage to live Scald, so that's really nice, because Lantern doesn't have the best, you know, damage. Here I go for the Ditto. Turns out his Lantern was a Water Absorbed Lantern, so... I get that lovely health back. It's fantastic. Well, if I was missing health. So really, nothing actually happens. He's going for the Volt Switch like I went for the Volt Switch and switched into Jolteon. I'm just going to lose my Giraffe Rig here. He goes for the Charge Beam to get a boosted special attack. I guess he already forgot that I had Ditto. Because, I can use that. I can use that, baby. And I get lucky. For him confusing me on first turn, I guess I get, you know, karma back on him, so he gets confused and hits himself in first turn as well. Well, you know, not first turn, but the first time Signal Beam hit, which was nice. So he goes for Fake Out. I don't really want to take too much damage, so I am going to switch into Armaldo, who is actually going to get paralyzed, surprisingly, and then paralyzed on the first turn. Yay! Hacks! Hacks is lovely. I love Hacks. So he goes for the Wish, I go for Toxic. I'm expecting he wants to help this Lantern. Chances are I'm correct. Right here I was really debating. And, you know, look how close I got to killing him and making the Wish unusable. But I was really debating about switching to Ditto, and I just decided it probably is the safer bet in case he wants to go to Friscal to kill me. Because I'm not really sure what he wants to do. But he does bring in Delcatty. He is going to go for the Fake Out to get some extra damage. I just go ahead and stay in and take it anyway, because it allows me a free turn of Toxic pretty much to start racking up. And I'm going to go into Armaldo. He goes for the Double Edge again, I guess expecting me to stay in with Ditto. I don't know. Because I feel like we made this move before, and the same thing happened. So I go for the X-Scissor. He goes down, which means Wish isn't going to really go on this turn, but the next turn. I figure he's going to want to stay in and Scald to get the Wish bonus, because if he Volt Switched, something pointless would get the Wish bonus. So, kind of use that to my advantage, go for the Volt Switch. And then switch into Dewgong. He's going to go for the Ice Beam. I don't know why he went for the Ice Beam. Maybe he thought I was going to switch into Ground type or something. It's completely possible. But I am going to try and Protect Stall the Toxic out. So I go for one Protect, hit it. Go for a second Protect, hit it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really lucky. Will I hit the third Protect? Will I hit this third Protect? So, I do actually end up hitting the third Protect! So this guy was probably really, really mad at me. Like, he was probably cursing me on the other side, you know, on his side of the screen. Because I hit 3 Protects. So right here I am going to go for Toxic. And Poison was a common theme in this match, interestingly enough. But I do go for Toxic to weaken down Deoxys' defense. He's going to set up Hazards. Again, like my previous opponent, doing something like this probably would have been a lot smarter to do earlier in the match. When you know, when you had a lot of Pokemon and you could take advantage of the fact that I'd have to switch. But, I don't know. I'll let them do whatever they think they're going to do. So, he brings in Goodra, hits his last Pokemon. Go for Toxic, he goes for Dragon Tail, he misses, I miss. It's all a good time, but I hit this Toxic and he hits this Dragon Tail. And, yeah, I actually take a pretty good amount of damage because of a crit. Fortunately, Rapidash is on the Air Balloon, so I only take Stealth Rocks damage, which is nice. Dragon Tail, you know, I will take, unfortunately, Spikes damage on the way when I come back in. But, you know, if he's going to just keep Dragon Tailing, I believe I can do something fun with this. So Ninetales is going to go for the Substitute, because Dragon Tail doesn't hit through Substitute, and he hits the Focus Blast. But he's going to forfeit here for some stupid reason, because he knew I was going to stall him out. Like, dude, he could have just let me finish the match, but whatever. You know, some people on Showdown are like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the random battles. You know, it's always fun to have a little bunch of random battles, because you never know what you're going to get. And I should mention, I think I had about 5. One of the teams, there was just like no way that was not going to work, and it didn't, so that kind of sucked. And then the other team that failed was kind of part on my stupidity. Like, I made a bad prediction, and it cost me a little bit. So, you know, life lessons, you know, on random battles. You can either get a crap team, or you can make stupid decisions, like 2 of my opponents did on Rapid Spinning Toxic Spikes away way late in the game, or setting up Hazards way late in the game, because that was just a genius idea on both of their parts. And then there were like 2 forfeits to me, like instantaneously. So, not sure what was up with Showdown today. But whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed the random battles. I've rambled on long enough. And, you know, make sure to leave a like, and we'll see you guys on the next video.